Tyrion Lannister is one of Game of Thrones' smartest, most sharp-tongued, and perhaps most ruthlessly realistic characters. He was scorned and despised from the day he was born, but with his intelligence and survival instinct, he surpassed the greatest kings and the most powerful lords. This is the journey of a man who fought not with a sword, but with words, until he became the man who ruled all of Westeros.
My father once told me, "You are a Lannister named after me, but you will never be a true Lannister." Was he right? Maybe. But he didn't know that his last words would come from his son in a toilet. My name is Tyrion Lannister. I never needed a sword to survive, because my weapon was words. But in this world, even words are sometimes not enough. It was a privilege to be born a Lannister, with one exception: me. I never received love from my family because I was a dwarf. My mother died at birth, my father never wanted me, and my sister, there wasn't much difference between Cersei's love for me and going down the river. Jaime was my only friend. He was the only person in the whole world who looked at me with one tender smile, but I learned to survive. I had a different weapon than them, my intelligence. I was a disgrace in my father's eyes, but even he could not deny my intelligence. I was not given a sword. I fought with words. If you are a man of the sword, you must always carry your weapon with you. My weapon is my mind. And I've spent a lifetime proving it. But there's a cruel rule of life. People don't forget what you are. I could have lived to my heart's content, drowning in whores and wine, but fate had other plans for me. One day, my father sent me to King's Landing. As the hand of the king, imagine, I succeeded Lord Tywin, a small man casting a great shadow, and I protected the city. I won the Battle of Blackwater with wisdom and courage. I tried to handle Joffrey, even that little monster. I won battles, I saved the city, and my reward, the death sentence. What was my crime? Not being a pawn in my father's games. King Joffrey was murdered, and I was made the scapegoat. Not even my own father would defend me. Even Shay betrayed me. I trusted her. I thought she loved me. But it didn't take me long to learn she could be as dangerous as a Lannister. I killed her, and then my father, I left that glorious man in a shithole, a corpse shot by his own son. And then, escape, darkness, drink decadence. While I was fleeing the filth of Westeros, a dragon was being born in the east. Daenerys Targaryen, mother of dragons. She was a clever woman, strong, ruthless, and I became her right hand. But I learned something. Good intentions don't always win in the Game of Thrones. Sometimes, even the brightest light turns to shadow. I have brought kings to their knees. I have freed slaves. But Daenerys, when she became a queen in flames, my loyalty to her warred with my conscience, and I lost. I saw that Daenerys was no longer the person I believed her to be. I had to stop her, and I did. I saw that in the ashes of the cities she burned, a monster was created, just like my father, and I made the hardest decision of all, but it came at a high price. Daenerys is dead, but at the end of it all, I was the winner. I sit here today as the hand of the king. I did not fight for the throne, but in the end I became its ruler. But know this, power is not a sword in your hand, but the right to decide who lives and who dies. And I will never take that right lightly. My father once told me, "You'll never be a real Lannister." Maybe it was for the best. What can we say? A small man can cast a big shadow.
Tyrion Lannister showed us that sometimes the smallest men can cast the biggest shadows. But do you think he would have made a good ruler?